this is exactly how I'm gonna make $100,000 a month trading at 23 years old. These 5 to 10K weeks could be 20 to 40K weeks. And these 50K to 60K months can be 100 to 120K months. I wanna be able to break down to you guys how I plan on making this money. So let me just explain the numbers behind it. Good morning, everybody. Today it is the first of the week, Monday. It is 9:23. Well, yeah, 9:24. We're about to be active. We're about to be live trading with the team. We're about to see if we can make some money. I'm gonna be trading my top step accounts. I'm also gonna be trying to trade my live account. I'm gonna try to like tag team them bitches. I'm gonna try to trade them both at the same time. I'm gonna try my best to, at least. I'm gonna be trading one on the computer, one on my phone, so it'll be a little bit smoother than trying to trade both on my phone and trying to trade both on my computer. But we gonna make it work. If I can only get my entries on one account, that's fine. But no expectations. We gonna show up, follow the process, follow the plan. If I win a trade, that's cool. If I lose a trade, that's cool. If I have a break even, that's cool. No risk, no reward. Go in with a plan, and nothing's gonna happen unexpectedly. With that being said, if you want to get access to these live trading sessions, I have 5 days a week with educational sessions on the weekends. 7 days we're having sessions, plus the course content, plus one-on-one, all that stuff. Apply in the first link in the description. But with that being said, let's hop onto this call. We about to light a candle too. Make sure we get some good vibes in here. Got a candle lit, make it smell good. It's salted coconut mahogany. So for the people wondering the scent. We got 43 people in this call in a couple minutes. If I do say so myself, the market doesn't look like it's going too crazy right now. But we're gonna see. No expectations. We ain't gonna take no crazy trades today. We're just gonna see what we can find. If the setup presents itself as of right now, we're about to see what I see, but I don't see anything off the top of my head just yet. So Asian session, we've been bullish since London. I mean, as of right now, the main thing I see is there's this 1 hour gap that price has been holding London, which could be a reason for us to continue moving higher, to possibly reach for this previous high. Like, that's the first thing that I could possibly be thinking, just because London's been bullish, and since this low on Friday, we've been bullish. Let me check the 4 hours. Is there any 4 hour gaps? That is also a 4 hour gap. So we have a 4 hour gap mixed with that 1 hour gap. But the 4 hour gap hasn't got tapped into yet. So that would mean that we got to run these lows. So a possible idea, maybe at 9:30, we run these lows to keep pushing higher. That could be a possible idea, as I see right now. Hey, it looks like Dustin, you're looking. Yeah, Dustin, you right smack dab on it. Smack dab, that's the one, all right. But yeah, something like that possibly. But if it just opens at 9:30 and keeps pushing, then I'll probably just leave it. But since that 4 hour gap has got traded into, I definitely think there's a chance that we can get a little retracement and then possibly go up. So I think that's an idea as of right now for me for a possible long. Just because I would want to trust the bearish bias, but as of London, it looks bullish. And this previous high is right here, and we've been dropping for the last couple of days. So even if we run this high, there's still a chance that the overall trend can still keep falling. But based off of price action right now, I definitely like this possible type of move. But let me also look on the daily. The daily has the daily gap up here, so we could also target that daily gap and possibly get out even earlier for a possible long. But I probably wouldn't even need to take price all the way up there, to be honest. If I also take it a step further, if I pull a fib from this previous day's low to the current high, if this also lines up with a 38.20%, that is more than likely going to be the trade I take. Okay, it wasn't perfect. It wasn't perfect. But now, I told you guys, it was for the people that be here on the sessions, when they were asking, where do I draw the fib? Now, I'm going to draw it from there. I'm going to draw it from London session higher low. In this case, we're going to use our regular fib. Oh, look at that. The regular fib, right where we would be looking for. So there's our other confirmation, drawn from where? London low to the current high. Just keep it simple when it comes to this stuff. So as of right now, the reasoning for this trade, if I do get it, would be fib long at the 4 hour gap, along with the 1 hour gap also. The 1 hour gap got traded into, but I would really say it's filling the 1 hour gap and trading into the 4. Along with, it would be the fib. London's been bullish. In terms of confirmations, that's the real confirmation. And the main thing would be timing, happening at the right time. Now, I wish if price was bullish, say the previous day, a little bit more, but we'll go off what we have. Besides that, though, that's really the main thing. These gaps all here have got traded into. We'll see what happens going into 9:30 then. Come on, 9:30, don't do that. You know you'd want to retrace first. Come on. Don't. Yeah, it's trying to go. It's trying to go. You know, I wanted to retracement 30. Don't do this to me. Because the trade idea is valid. Like, the trade's valid. I'm all for the long. I mean, it's a good trade. I'm just not in it, you know? But I'm thinking if it retraces to this 1 hour gap, that could be like the second best idea, but it wasn't my first idea. It would really just be me trying to capitalize off the long, since it's more than likely not gonna drop all the way to that low and run that low. If it did all this and still somehow runs those candle lows and hits that 4 hour gap, that's a little crazy. I think right now it may make a little bit more sense to just watch it from this 1 hour gap to just continue moving higher, if it could even give me that. But besides that, still bullish though. Yeah, it's already fully pushed. The next thing would be targeting this high up here. We'll see if it starts to run this high before giving a possible trade. I don't know, I might be indecision, to be honest. It said I'm gonna close as far as possible, as far as humanly possible from this gap. Right now, the market ain't doing shit that I would have wanted. I mean, it went bullish. I was all for the bullishness, but until ain't no trades, so you know what we gonna do? Like, look, we're looking at Monaco from a boat. How many people, look just like him, just savoring the view. I don't know what year we're in. We're in this is 2024. This camera sucks. All right, so no trades. We had a whole National Geographic session. We were looking at a whole bunch of stuff. We had nothing to do, so we ended up looking at cannibals. We were on Google Maps. We were looking at cathedrals. We went to Dubai on Google Maps. We went to, not even Google Maps, Google World. We went to a whole bunch of different places, but a couple different people were catching trades. And shout out to my boy, Chris. Where is he at? Chris, right over here. My boy had a 25K day off longs on NAS. He caught the longs, it looks like, earlier in the day, and he was holding them for a little bit, but he made 5K on literally 5 different 50K express account, as you can see here. And then where is it at? It was right over here. He sent it, but yeah, 5,000 times 5. He made 5,000 times 5 accounts, 25K for the day. He's only 18 years old and started trading at 16. He joined the team at 17. So yeah, shout out to my boy, 25K, goes a long way. I interviewed my student yesterday. He had a 50K payout in 3 weeks when it came to Top Step. We got another student, he's up 25K, but he needs to get that payout. He has 1 winning trading day out of the 5. He needs to make the rest happen. He had 1 good day, but he can still blow the account, so he has to make sure he stays in the game to get those other 4 winning trading days so he can get that withdrawal. But besides that, shout out to you, Chris. But everyone else, yeah, about to just get my day started, honestly. I got to go to the gym, and I'm probably just going to have this as a more educational type of vlog just because there really isn't much chart to go over. All right, right now I'm in the car, about to be going to Carrabba's a couple hours later. This sun right now is hitting crazy. Like if I were to put this up, turn a whole different complexion. But we're about to be getting Carrabba's, and then once we go home, yesterday I told you guys I wanted to go through like this, making a new routine and being able to write it down for you guys, like the whole plan to be able to, from yesterday's video, if you guys know what I'm talking about, more than likely it's what the title of this video is. So that's what we're going to be doing once I get home and eat and everything. We're going to be going over that portion of the video. And besides that, there wasn't really much to do when it comes to the trades. I didn't catch my trade. So like I told you guys, it's going to be an educational video. We got done in the gym, about to get some food. And after we get the food, we're going to get to work. So right now, this is where we're going to be having our conversation. So in yesterday's video, I told you guys that I want to have a new routine, and I just kind of want to give you guys the backstory behind why I want to change things up a little bit, because some things I'm going to be changing, but other things I'm not going to be changing. But at the end of the day, I just feel as if I've been very comfortable and not taking the risk I could be taking for the position that I am in to try to get to my goals. Because as of right now, I know you guys see the title of the video, how I plan to make $100,000 a month by 23, because I do turn 23 at the end of this month. August 20th is my birthday. I had certain goals that I had for the age 22 that I didn't hit. I had a lot of goals that I had set that I did hit 22, but I just want to be able to go into 23 with a clear set of mind, with a clear daily routine, so that for these next 30 days, well, 20 days leading up to my birthday, for the next 30 days leading up to September, going into the end of summer, I want to be able to build habits doing certain things and building my routine, right? Because like I said, I personally feel as I've been comfortable. I haven't been taking the risk I could be taking. And what do I mean by that? I feel like I've been very conservative. For example, I haven't been trying to trade both funded accounts and my live account at the same time. The amount of money that I could have been making could have been doubled if I would have just said, just took the risk and did something uncomfortable, which is try to trade both the accounts at the same time. That is one example of me being a little bit comfortable. And yes, I did the right thing in terms of how I felt, but if I want to be able to get to the next level, I'm going to have to do things that are going to make me uncomfortable. And the only way for me able to get comfortable with being able to trade multiple accounts, the only way for me to be able to get comfortable risking so much in a day because I'm trading multiple accounts, and I have multiple things that I'm going to have to be focusing on in terms of closing the trade, entering the trade, putting a stop loss, moving to break even, all that sort of thing, recording it. Like, there's a lot of things that I would personally have to do in my individual situation. So it's just about doing it more so I can get better at it. But the only way for me to do it is to do it. And the only way for me to get better is by starting to do it so that I can learn from the experience. So that is one of the things that I'm thinking I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be trying to trade my 5 funded accounts on Top Step, and I'm going to be trying to trade my live account at the same time. That doesn't mean I'm going to force a trade on both. If I can't get the entry that I'm looking for, I'm not going to force a trade, right? But I'm going to still try my best to trade both, because these 5 to 10K weeks could be 20 to 40K weeks, and these 50K to 60K months can be 100 to 120K months. And I need to be able to get to that level because I have things that I also want. I have a lot of things that I did want at one point. I have a lot of things that I used to pray for, I used to dream of, but it's not done. I want to be able to make $100,000 a month just from trading. I make money from my content. I make money trading. I make money from teaching people, but I want to be able to make $100,000 a month specifically from trading, because if I can make $100,000 a month specifically from trading, everything else is just a byproduct. For the people that have been watching for a long time, you guys remember the video how I plan to make $1 million by 22? I gave the entire blueprint, how I'm going to use trading to build my life. Funded accounts and live accounts. But I never really specified on trading them at the same time. I've been using both and leveraging both. But I think right now, if I could put them together and really leverage having those 550K accounts, going for those 25K payouts, doing those back to back, along with taking my $1,500 risk per trade on my live account, it can really take me to the next level. And in terms of the numbers, what I would have to do, because this is what this whole video is for, I want to be able to break down to you guys how I plan on making this money. So let me just explain the numbers behind it. And you guys can do the same thing. Don't overcomplicate it. The numbers just got to be made sense. So if I want to be able to make $100,000 a month just from trading, right? No other income, just specifically from trading. There's not 30 days that you could trade in a month unless you're going to trade Bitcoin and unless you're going to trade every single day. No. 20 days out the month are going to be tradable. So right now I'm going to take 100,000 and I'm going to divide it by 20, right? 5,000. So I got to average $5,000 a day for 20 days. Okay. Now put it into perspective. You're not going to be taking a trade every single day. So you're not going to make $5,000 a day. So you're going to have to go backwards, because that's what you thought you were going to have to do. And now you're going to have to go to your trading plan. Now this is going to be where it's going to be a little bit different. Right? Most people would have just did the divided by 20, did the average. No, that's not realistic, because you're not going to be trading every single day. I'm only allowed to trade 4 times max a week, 3 times bare minimum, right? Like, that's me having a great week or me having a horrible week if I have 3 L's or 3 W's. Because if I have 3 L's, usually that means I'm cutting the week short. And I have 3 W's, usually that means I'm cutting the week off because I'm already significantly up. So we're going to do the math. We're going to do 100,000 divided by 3 times 4, because that is my smallest amount. And if I can do the numbers on the smallest amount, if I have a little bit more wins, I'm good. And if I have a little losses, it's also not going to take me out the game. So we're going to go 3 times 4 equals what? 12. Now we're going to do 100,000 divided by 12. Now this is the number we really need to be averaging. We need to try to average 8,300, and then we get 8,300, and that's what we're going to try to aim for per day. Now, keep in mind, how am I going to do that? 8,300, that seems like a lot. 8,300, if you do that divided by 2, I would have to risk $4,100 on a trade to be able to get that. But that would be on one account. That is when me being able to use my funded accounts, that is when me being able to use my live account is going to come into play. Because if I'm going to be risking $1,500 on my live account on any given trade, that could be a $3,000 win, because I go for 1 to 2s. Right? You guys already know my system, false breaks, fair value gap fills. If I go for a 1 to 2 risking $1,500 on just my live account, that could be $3,000. So out of that $8,000 total that I need to start averaging for at least 3 days out of the week, right? I'm not going for 4, not going for 5. If I can average that $8,000 across everything, so 3,000 would just be for my live account. Now I have 550K top step accounts. Now, if I'm risking the same thing, 1,500 per trade, or even let's just say 1,000 per trade. I'm gonna just say 1,000 because I'm gonna be risking between 1,000 and 1,500. But let's just say I'm risking 1,000 per trade, times 5 accounts. I'm risking 5,000. So if I can consistently get 1 to 2s, risking $1,000 on my funded accounts, I could be making $10,000 a day just from those accounts. Now that 10,000 plus the 3,000 from the live account on any given positive fully day, the max I can, well not max, the average I'll be making is 13,000 accumulative. Now I'm not going to be withdrawing 13,000. I'll probably only be able to withdraw 3,000 of this because that would be on my live account. I still got to be able to accumulate the other 4 winning days if I did do that on the funded account. Now that's one of the drawdowns, but guess what? That's still money that's going to be there and ready for me to withdraw when I'm able and when I'm qualified for the payout. But this is my blueprint right now because this is the max. Not the max, but the high amount of what I'll make on an average day. Keep in mind, what if I take one loss first? That means if I took one loss, I got a minus 5,000 because on the funded accounts, if I'm risking 1,000, I took a loss. That means I also lost 5,000. Boom. Now I'm at 8,000. And if I took a loss on the live account also, that means we got a minus 1,500. That means if I take a loss and a W, I'm averaging 6,500 on those days. And that's when going for that 3 a week is going to come into play because now if you get that extra win on any day, it's going to average in for the rest. But guess what? That's why you also don't want to have any expectation. This is my goal, and this is how I'm going to be trying to make my money based off of what I'm risking, based off of 1 live account and 5 funded accounts. Just those 2 maths. Just that. I'm going to be taking 3 trades max a day. 2 losses a day are my max. If I take a break-even trade, I'm willing to take another trade. Now, if I take a loss after that, okay, I'm still willing to take that 3rd trade because I didn't take 2 losses. Once I take 2 losses, for example, if I take a trade and I lose, that 2nd trade and I take and I lose, I'm not taking a 3rd trade. If I win my 1st trade, I'm walking away. I never really take a trade after W. I don't want to be greedy. And like I said, you need is 3 W days a week. You don't need to be winning every single day. I did the math on how to make $100,000 a month trading just simply from those accounts, not taking 1,000 trades, not risking $1,500, not risking $50,000 a day. Okay? That's a simple math. Now that is what I plan to be doing with my trading. Now, I also said I want to be doing things when it comes to my routine. So let me get into that. But for all the people that only cared about the trading part, that was that part. But for the people that care about the content, for people that care about that side of things, this is going to be good for you. So as of right now, I've been doing a lot of lifestyle content. So what I'm about to say is going to be mainly for my Instagram. My YouTube content is going to remain the same. I'm going to try to add more educational content into the YouTube. So say for example, something like this. This is educational in my opinion, but I'm going to try to get more educational videos with the YouTube, right? I'm not going to try to do vlog all the time because sometimes I don't even got to trade like today. So it's good to be able to give you guys education, but at least be able to show up and give you something on a daily basis that you can actually take and use in your life and actually get a result from and actually benefit from, right? So with the Instagram, I've been doing a lot of lifestyle, posting a lot of the clips from the YouTube, doing a lot of short form stuff where it's like a couple seconds where you're just reading. I'm going to be switching the content from that to 100% way more educational. I'm going to be going back live Q&A every single day on Instagram. That's going to be one of my daily non-negotiables. And speaking of that, I'm about to write down the daily non-negotiables that we're going to be doing because I want to write it down with you guys. I do got to get that whiteboard that is downstairs in the apartment, like the mailroom. I still haven't got it. I don't know where I'm going to put it. That's the main reason I haven't got it yet. So we're going to be doing our daily new non-negotiables right here in front of you guys so I can have it documented so that when I come back in a year and I'm making $100,000, $200,000 a month, I can look at this and be like, this is how you got there. From trying new things, from getting out of your comfort zone, from trying to adapt, from trying to take risks, from trying to be the best version of yourself by working and building the daily habits. I'm not perfect. I tell you guys that all the time. I sometimes feel burnt out. I sometimes just feel like I have a lot to handle, but if it was easy, everybody would be doing it. But what are the daily new non-negotiables? The one thing that would never change, gym/workout every single day. I don't gotta go downstairs and literally lift weights every day, but I can do some push-ups, I could do pull-ups, I could do burpees, and I will do that every single day. Every day, no days off. You don't need to have to go to the gym. You can just get some kettlebells like I got, curls, shoulders, squats, push-ups, pull-ups, burpees, planks. If you could do that every single day, I can promise you that you're gonna build discipline. You're gonna build good habits that are gonna help you in your trading. It's not all about the charts. It's how you do one thing, it's how you do everything. So the gym is number one. Second thing is I'm gonna be doing a live Q&A on Instagram every single day. And this is because I wanna continue to give value. I don't wanna just be the guy that's promoting the lifestyle. You guys know the lifestyle you see, but I get bored of that stuff. So I wanna try something new. I wanna give you guys education. I wanna see how you guys do with that. I want to see if it does better in views. I want to see if it does worse. I want to see if it does better in views and I lose subscribers. I want to see if it does worse in views and I gain subscribers. Whatever it is, I don't know until I try. I've done a lot of the lifestyle, but in my opinion, my channel isn't growing at a pace that I would want it to. And same thing with my Instagram. It's not growing at a pace that I would want it to. So I want to be able to try new things. Same thing with my trading. You're going to try new things until you find something that works. And if it's not broken, don't fix it. Even though what I am doing works, it's not doing what I need it to, right? It may be doing good, but just because something is doing good, just because you're doing good in your trading doesn't mean that you can't be improving that little bit. So it's the same thing. But when I come to my Instagram, it's going to be a lot of just straight game. And it's going to be very simple. It's not going to be the craziest switch in the world, but I just want to give you guys and give myself the documentation and the insight to what I'm thinking right now, just moving forward. So it's going to be heavy education, just trying to help people, just trying to change the world, give value, change lives, because I feel like I've fallen into a lot of the lifestyle lately. And even though I'm going to be giving you guys a lot of lifestyle, I also want to give you guys game. That's the main thing. Give value, change lives. So to the next daily non-negotiable: gym, workout every day, Q&A, Instagram daily, live trade with the team. That is going to be, I do that every day regardless. That's not going to change. I live trade with the team Monday through Friday, and I have a live session with the team Saturday and Sunday every single day. Like literally every single day, bro. Every single day. Every day. Like with the team every single day. And that's one of the easiest things that I do. Live trading I'm going to do regardless, so it's very easy just to put up the Telegram, put up the video call, and just do it with the team. I'm gonna do it regardless. Because even though I might not be taking a trade, I'm going to show up at 9 o'clock in the morning and look at the charts, regardless if I take a trade or not. Just like today, I didn't take a trade, but I still showed up and did what I needed to. So daily live trade with the team every single day. That is the third non-negotiable. Next is gonna be new YouTube video daily. Now notice I'm not saying a vlog daily. This is one thing that I have been doing heavily, but I don't wanna stress just doing lifestyle on YouTube. Now lifestyle YouTube, I can kind of mix with the education, but I wanted to kind of give a mix. I'm gonna give education here, all of those things. But next, when it comes to the content, when it comes to some of the Instagram content, I told you guys I was gonna be doing a lot more education, but I also wanna do live trades. I'm going to be recording every single one of my trades, and that is one of the next, well, there's gonna be two non-negotiables right here. I'm going to be doing live trades. That's specifically one thing that I want to start posting on Instagram. So directly from getting the live trades, I got to record every trade. So yeah, that is going to be something that I haven't been doing of recent. So this is going to allow me to get more content, more education, and this is going to be pure game. I mean, you guys want to learn how to trade. You want to learn how to make money trading. I'm literally going to record it in the field. I already do it live. I just need the actual recording. I've been doing it live, but I can do it live and not have it recording. You know what I mean? But I'm actually going to have it recording so I can use this stuff to post on Instagram, to post on YouTube, to give you guys a pure game. I'm not going to have a win every day, but when I do have the wins, I want to make sure that all those live trades, all those wins are documented for both the help of you and for me, so I can put it in my journal. And this is all stuff that I could use in a year for, like I said, how I got to $100,000 a month trading. So record live trades every day and do posting on Instagram live trades, and I'm also going to be posting it on YouTube. But mainly I want to be able to post a lot of live trades on Instagram. I've seen that they've done good. I've never really tried to use that type of content, but I want to try it out. You don't know what's working till you try it out. So that's what I also want to do. And this is going to be a little bit more specific when it comes to the Instagram, but I only want to post 2 to 3 reels daily. Right now I'm posting a lot of reels on a daily basis, but that's because the quality of each reel isn't that good. And that's just me being honest. I use a lot of clips that I use from the YouTube videos, but it does good in terms of the people that don't watch the YouTube, but it's not giving enough value. And the reason that each piece of content isn't getting 5,000-10,000 views in itself, and I gotta post 5 to 10 to 20 a day to be able to reach that 10,000 views that I want, is because each piece of content isn't as intentional. I want to be able to post less, more intentional content that's going to get more views overall. So I just want to limit down to 2 to 3 reels daily, but they're going to be educational. They're going to be more intentional. So that is the goal. And I honestly might even make that 1 to 3 because not every day I'm going to be able to just back to back. If I want to be able to post heavily educational, intentional content every day, I can't just keep going through every topic that I have in my head because it's going to get to a point where I'm just going to burn myself out. Same with the YouTube videos. Hence is why I'm not going to try to do a vlog every single day of the week of the year. But yeah, 2 to 3 reels daily. That is what I want to do now. This is a little one. This isn't going to be anything now activity wise, but this is going to be spend as little as possible. Me, as of right now, I have a good amount of money. I don't got to worry about bills right now. I don't got to worry about not being able to afford rent, right? I can afford everything that I need. I've gotten to the point where I spend money on things that I want, but I've noticed I just keep wanting new things. No matter what, if I get a new watch, if I get a new chain, I'm always gonna want something new. And that's one of the main reasons I stopped renting the cars, because when I was renting the cars, there's always gonna be a bigger car. There's always gonna be a better car. There's always gonna be something that I wanna try. So it's just like I'm throwing the money away to potentially, like, I know what car I know I want the V10 now. The whole point of me doing all that was to kind of test cars and to see what I would want. I did that and it did its job. I did it for the content. It worked out. I had fun. And I know I want the V10, but now there's no point in me doing it because it's just, I want to get the car myself. I want to have it myself. I don't want to just rent it all the time. I rented it so I could see what it was like, but now I want it myself. I felt it, I drove it, I need it myself now, right? So that's what I want to be able to do. I want to be able to spend as little as possible on a daily basis. The most I'm probably going to be spending money on is food. I'm okay with spending money on food. If I spend money on anything, I'd rather it be on food because that's what I'm putting into my body. Think of it like your car. You're not going to put the cheapest gas into your exotic car. You're gonna put the best premium that you can get because that's what it needs. And I want to be able to eat good. I want to be able to feel good. And how you feel is everything, especially when it comes to your mental and your mindset in trading, because it's you versus you, and your mindset is going to be the reason why you take yourself out the game. So you got to make sure you're on point. So make sure you fill yourself with the right fuel. So AKA food. That's what I probably will spend the most on. But I don't really got anything that I need anymore. It's just wants. Anything I'm spending money on is wants. Wants. My colognes, wants. Anything in this room. Okay, I will say there's a lot of stuff in this room, computer and stuff I do need, but even to an extent, I don't need those 2 big ass monitors. I don't need this couch that I never use, that I just use for the backdrop. Like, it's just all things that I want, and I'm grateful to be in that position. And that will come down to the last thing. I'm just going to be continuing to thank God on a daily basis to just make me strong enough to be able to do all the things you see me do on a daily basis. Like I tell you guys all the time, it's not easy, but if it was easy, everybody would do it. So thank God on a daily basis for giving you the strength to continue to just be the best version of yourself and keep pushing every single day. There's no days off. I love you guys. If you want to be able to work with me one-on-one, to be able to join the team, to get access to learn how to make 5 figures a month trading, bare minimum, because you can see all the traders, 25K, 50K months, 25K weeks, 25K days. It's possible. All you need is a little bit of money a month to be able to replace your job, to then get your time back, to then change your life. If you want to work with me one-on-one, you can apply down below in the first link in the description. The second link is the free trading training. The third link is the broker that I use on a daily basis, and is the live account that I'm going to be using to continue making 50 to 60K a month, and then trying to make that other 50, 60, 70, 80 more than likely, because if I can really get these numbers rolling on these funded accounts, I can make a lot of money with it. Now, it's not going to be able to get withdrawn every day, which is the downside, but money's money, and we're gonna make it work. This is exactly how I'm gonna make $100,000 a month trading at 23 years old. And I'm just here to tell you guys and show you guys and document for you guys exactly how I'm gonna do it and how you can do it too. I'll see you guys in tomorrow's daily video.